Hello, beloved friends. I'm Reverend Kira, and I want to invite you to think about, open yourself to the realization that you are a living legacy of life. And your creative legacy is that which transforms our world, not so much by what you're doing, and it may be what you're creating, but out of being an inspiration by the realization of the truth of your being. That when we tune in to that divine spark within us, that there is a flow of the universe that is moving through us, a creative energy, and that we have an opportunity to really open to what is it to create a creative legacy. Like, what legacy are you leaving in the creativity of your soul? See, we are all creative beings. We are creating each and every moment of our lives. Do we realize that we are in a creative experience, that we are in resonance with a higher light, a higher awareness, a Christ consciousness within us? And when we open to that divinity within, we begin to experience an expansiveness of our being and a flow of this creative universal substance that is calling us to bring forth a legacy of life by our being. Not so much, yes, it is our doing, and we will create amazing things because first we've anchored into the truth of our being. And then all of a sudden we allow the universe to move us in inspired ways. So what happens when we're plugged in to that infinite source, to the divine substance of the universe, to the creative flow of energy that is the essence that we are, then all of a sudden we have the spark of ideas and ideas and ideas. And we find certain ones just kind of take us over and move us naturally, and we feel inspired to bring those into fruition or to follow the thread. Now, sometimes the thread is not about what you first thought it was. That maybe that the thread of creative inspiration takes you to this juncture in life, and it creates a new point of light where you go off another direction because the inspiration is now moving you into a new kind of creative place. But to understand that we are creative beings and we are creating every single moment. And out of what consciousness are we allowing ourselves to create? Are we creating from the place of life is a struggle, I have all these things that I have to get done? Or am I creating from a place of I am in the flow of the universe? I'm one with the universal flow of divine substance. Everything I need, every creative idea, every opportunity presents itself to me. We've been taught in our world to go make things happen, and we've done a great job with that. But we are moving into a new energy, a new time in the consciousness of our planet. And it is one that is inspiring us to share our creative ideas, to create a legacy of light, a legacy of love, a legacy of divine ideas springing forth that move us forward in ways that we could not have previously perceived, or we could not have created on our own, because this is the divine in us that is bringing forth its infinite array of possibilities. And something will be one that triggers us to say, oh, I have to do this. This is so exciting. It's not I have to, I get to do this. I get to be alive and bring my aliveness into this creative project. And when I do that, I create a legacy that shares love and light, whether it's art, whether it's business. A couple weeks ago, Reverend Curdy talked about the business of purpose. And that when we are creating a business, we are bringing a spark of the divine forth. When we're creating children, when we're creating in any possible way, those who are writers and authors and poets and yes, it's definitely a time of a renaissance of spirit. And we've been in Renaissance times in the past, And this is a renaissance of spirit and a renaissance of a union with ourselves, with our divine selves and one another in such a way that I anticipate amazing creative legacy coming forth out of these times that we are moving into, that we are experiencing at this point on our planet. And it is so exciting to consider, what is Spirit guiding me into? What divine ideas, what creative legacy am I here to be in this moment? By my very presence and by whatever words, logos, activity of spirit comes forth from my being, when it does, it carries with it a divine spark that lights up others. Maybe it's that you're offering workshops or classes, or maybe you're someone who is creating a legacy of family that really teaches how to be at one with that. Maybe you're one that teaches how to go and do deep meditation and open to that divine spirit through a meditative experience. There are so many ways, and I'm only touching on a few. Maybe you're the one that creates with architecture, or actually, the canal ways that move our waters, or so many different ways that our creative legacy gets expressed. Do not underestimate the power of that inspiration and the creative legacy you live when you are in the zone of creation with the divine in you as you, and bringing forth whatever it might be, to recognize that you have created an imprint into the consciousness of humanity. And from that place of consciousness, it ripples out. And that creative legacy opens pathways for others to find their own creativity, to be at one with their own divine spirit and live in the unique and wondrous expression of their own being. And when we see another who is aligned with their true self, living from that authenticity, from that flow of the universe, it cannot help but inspire us. So open to what is the universe inviting you into in this moment? What is it bringing forth in your creative expression? Maybe it's that you gently hold prayer for others and lift them in the light. There's so many millions of ways. There's as many ways as there are individuals. And just know that you are a creative legacy of the universe exactly as you are right now. There's nothing you need to do, no place you need to get to. I already understand and know that I am this light and this expression of the divine creativity. And I'm willing to go with the flow of that, to bring forth that which is mine to be and then mine to do as a result. I am grateful to be with you and look forward to sharing this month of February as we move into February and Black History Month and celebrate the divinity within all of life. And I look forward to all the ways that we do that together this Sunday at Unity Bay Area, Houston. We're at 1911 Highway 3 South in League City, Texas. And we invite you to come on out. We do require at this time still masks and those things, but we also know that wherever you are, however you join us, whether it's in person, whether it's on Facebook live stream, YouTube live stream, whether you join us in thought or consciousness, that we are one of the same, and we are part of this creative energy. So we look forward to seeing your creative spark and all the ways that you express your creative legacy in this world. God bless you, friends. Have a great, great, fabulous week.